So good morning children. So let us continue. So now the third abiotic component is soil, which is going to be present as a layer on the earth, which is also called as water lithosphere. Now you all have studied in your previous standard, the soil is not same at everywhere. Actually, what is soil? It is, you can say, it's the withered rocky particles. The very huge rocks, when they gradually break down, they form this powdery substance called as water, as soil. Isn't it? Now, is soil important to us? Yes, soil is important to us. What for it is important? First, it is a shelter. It is shelter for many numerous microbes and all sorts of microorganisms. Even our houses are built upon this land only. Then, apart from it, it is a anchoring agent for the plant bodies. Okay, so if you see the huge roots of the plants travel deep down, penetrate deep down into the soil, such that the plant can stand upright. Okay, then apart from it, this is also the source of numerous nutrients for the plants, which in turn will be utilized by other life forms. Okay, children. So now, but if you see the soil, it varies from place to place depending upon two main factors: the percentage of the organic matter and the percentage of the inorganic materials. Of course, the organic material plays a pivotal role. If ever you have gone through any place where there is a digging going on, you observe that the soil will be varying in appearance at various surfaces from the top to the bottom. Why? Because it all depends upon the materials, kind of materials which are present in the soil. Okay, children. So about the composition part, we'll be talking a little while in the next section. In the next session, right now, let us just talk what are the layers of the soil. Okay. So now the first layer, which is also known as O, is actually rich in water humus. Now, what is this humus? It is nothing but the decomposed or undecomposed materials of humor of the dead or the living matter. And this percentage of humus will only decide the fertility of the soil. So, a good amount of humus indicates that the soil is very rich in nutrients. Hence, the growth of plants is also is in abundance. Then coming to the next layer, which is also called as topsoil, which will be having a lesser percentage of water humus, but will contain the leached minerals, which will be seeping from the humus to the lower surface. Then comes the next is the subsoil, wherein the fine materials and the precipitates, especially of various types of salts, will be present. Okay, children. So in the subsoil. Okay. Then comes water, the sea, or the withered rock fragments. That means withered means what? Which are partially broken down into fine, broken down into rock particles. Then, as you observe now, as we go down deep into the soil, the percentage of the humus will gradually decrease. Why? Because most of the organisms will survive on the top layer. Hence, the humus presence is also very more in the upper surface or in the top layer or O layer. Then comes the C layer, which is going to contain water, the withered rock fragment. Then lies at the bottom is the R layer or the bedrock. Now bedrock will contain huge rocks which are still not being broken down, and through which the water seeps into, and the underground water, as we call, or the groundwater, will be stored in this bedrock only. Okay, children. So these are the various layers. Now, as I told, so if you see now, we can say the origin of the soil starts from the rocks. So as it keeps on breaking down, it starts coming onto the top surface, which gets gradually mixed with the various varieties of the salts, and then gradually with the organic matter, and thus becomes a life supporting system. Okay, children. So now here is a video regarding how the soil formation has taken place. Now the soil formation has been brought by various factors or various agents. Now these agents are also called as withering agents. Now these withering agents are again the live agents and the abiotic agents. Under the abiotic agents we have sun, water and wind. Then under the live agents or the biological agents, we have the plants, the microbes. Okay, children. And sun, water and wind are also called as the physical agents of withering. And the microbes, the lichens, the plants are called as biological withering agents. Then apart from these two, we have a third category which is called as the chemical agents. That is the chemicals, the acids or the chemicals released by the plants.